Welcome to the brand new Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. And speaking of your time with the Lakers, y'all didn't go on to win a championship in the bubble. There's a lot of perspectives on the bubble. Quite frankly, by most people who weren't there.
Right.
Right. But there's a lot of perspectives on the bubble. What was your perspective on it? Someone who was there, won a championship there, so essentially was there the longest time. What was your perspective on the bubble and being in it?
It was hard. I'll say this, for me, I'm gonna rephrase it. It wasn't hard, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed, you know what I'm saying, the time, you know, of just reflecting on myself. You know, I was there by myself. You know, you can't really see nobody, you can't really have the family there. But that's the biggest sacrifice I had was just not having my family there, you know. Trying to manage to deal with that, you know, the kids. I just had my third child at the time, and he was just a baby, you know. So that was the biggest sacrifice, you know, for me, just leaving the family for that amount of 3 months. At that time, man, was a lot, and I felt like it was, for me, it was great. You know, the stuff we did in the bubble, or like being locked in that room, I did that at home. Right? So, like, if I'm in my game room, you know, I'm down there 6 hours straight playing the game. So it's like, it really didn't faze me as much, you know what I'm saying, as far as like me missing the family and the kids, you know, stuff like that. But other than that, man, I had a great time.
That's funny. And for those that say the bubble championship has an asterisk next to it, I'll say it before you go. I am not of that group, man, because it is hard as hell to win a championship. I don't care where the fuck you win it at. But for those that say there's an asterisk next to the championship that y'all won in the bubble, what do you say to them?
They just hating, man. It's like that's like you said, it's one of the hardest things to, like, the championship to win, I would say. You know, playing a season and season shut down. Like, don't know if we're gonna even come back to play basketball, or like we so high off like the regular season on how we was playing, and then we like, what the fuck? Season's over with. Like, damn. All right, what if we can't come back? Because we already had in our mind, like, man, this is our championship, regardless of if COVID stopped it or not. You know, so but then the season stops, you know, boom, season start back up, but we gotta go to the bubble. So, like, before they even, you know, like, before it even happened, like, going to the bubble, like, as a team, you know, we still, like, you know what I'm saying, was able to, like, you know, hoop, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, we did it within the rims of, like, the testing of the NBA, you know, stuff like that. But, like, we would still be able to, like, be around each other, be able to hoop, you know what I'm saying, and have fun, like, regardless of, like, if the season is stopped. So once we knew the season was, like, starting back up in the bubble, like, we was hyped. Like, we was ready to go get our championship, like, that we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, season stopped again in the bubble.
Yeah.
You know, like, so a lot of people don't like these things, like, have people's mind messed up. Like, man, all right, now it's time. I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget basketball. So, like, I'm so grateful, and I'm like I appreciate all, like, my teammates at the time. Like, man, their mindset was, like, on that championship. Like, they weren't ready to go. Like, they came here for a reason, like, and we wanted it. So
you said it was harder. It was one of the hardest championships to win. As someone who's won multiple championships, what made it so much harder to win there as opposed to if you're going to Miami for an away game, you know, or you're going to another place?
I would just say the mindset we had, and how everything had happened. I was saying, like, COVID shutting down, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wanted that one so bad, you know what I'm saying? We would have jumped through flaming hoops for it, you know? So, like I said, this was, like, for me, it was the hardest one because of like all the shutdown, like restarting shutdown. You know, like that can change a lot of people's mindset. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, man, fuck this. Like it's I'm not dealing with this anymore. You know, so. So I was appreciated that, thankful that everybody on the team at the time had the same mindset. They weren't ready to go. So
there was word that came out of those meetings, and again, for those of y'all watching, I was not there because we absolutely sucked that year. I think we won 15 games, and so we didn't actually make the bubble.
Yeah, I had a lot going on that year, man. A lot going on.
To be quite honest, I was in LA having a great time, so I'm actually a little happy we didn't make the bubble. Also, before we move forward, Adam Silver, the mayor of Los Angeles, who wasn't the mayor at the time. So, talking to the previous mayor, this man just admitted that they ignore all y'all COVID guidelines, all y'all testing. They kept playing basketball. They cheated on their way to a championship. I feel like this is Deflategate esque or something of that nature, because these guys, when none of us could play basketball, they just kept playing basketball and getting better, and then they go on and win a championship. So that's why I'm putting the asterisk next to it, because they was cheating. No, I'm just playing.
We did it through the rules, man. Every player got tested. You know what I'm saying? If you had COVID, you gotta go home. You can't be around us, man. We did.
I bet Bron probably had Michelle sitting there testing everybody.
Man, we didn't want to stop playing. Man, and it was like, if it's just the Lakers team at the time, like no outsiders, nobody, like everybody's within the perimeter of like the COVID testing that the NBA wanted. Like, I felt like we was good. You know, like they couldn't say nothing.
Well, guess what? They definitely can't say nothing now. So it's a great time to talk about it.
3 years later, man. 3 years later, we good.
Great time to talk about it.
You know the beautiful thing about being a sports fan? There's only like 2 days the whole year without a game. 2. With so much happening and so much action, that makes just about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It really couldn't be any easier or any simpler. Baseball, golf, UFC, there's something for every fan of every sport to bet on DraftKings. And I know it's early, but football season will be here before you know it. And the Kansas City Chiefs are currently the favorite to win the Super Bowl on DraftKings at plus 550. And if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code HOOPS. That's HOOPS. That's code HOOPS for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.